Hey up guys! So today on the channel I'm going to be reviewing the latest film from writer-director J Blakeson, and it's called I Care A Lot. I was not ready for this film. If you guys have seen I Care A Lot, please do let me know what you thought of it in that comment section below, because this is a movie I really want to discuss with other people. When it comes to defining what genre of film I Care A Lot is, it definitely starts off as a black comedy, and around about the halfway point, it morphs into this high-stakes thriller, but the entire film can still be viewed under the umbrella of satire. The best satires, in my opinion, are the ones which open your eyes to something that's ever-present in society. Usually it's something that's actually kind of scary, and then the film itself proceeds to take the piss out of that subject. Think Jordan Peele's racially awkward Get Out, Boots Riley's Anti-Capitalist Sorry to Bother You, or literally any Black Mirror episode. What J Blakeson addresses in I Care A Lot is something many of us will eventually face: the exploitation of the elderly, as well as the care system, a system which is fundamentally broken and affects the most vulnerable. Which brings us to Marla Grayson, played with cold, calculating, and sociopathic gusto by Rosamund Pyke. The parallels to her Amy Dunn character from Gone Girl are apparent. Marla is a self-proclaimed fucking lioness, an ambitious and predatory con artist who knows the ins and outs of the American care system and rigs it to her advantage. She is a well-respected, court-appointed professional guardian. When someone isn't capable of taking care of themselves, and sometimes not even then, she is legally granted guardianship of that person, which means she can control every asset of their lives, including their estate and their finances. Using her network of subordinates, which includes care home facilitators as well as easily swayed doctors, Marla finds what her partner in crime and partner in life, Fran, played by Eiza González, calls cherries, which are rich, mentally vulnerable elderly people with no family. They are the perfect cash cow candidates which Marla can milk for all they're worth. But when Marla comes across a cherry called Jennifer Peterson, played by Dianne Wiest, she soon discovers that this cherry ain't so ripe for the picking. That's all I'm gonna say about the plot. Anything else would spoil it for you, but I will say that I Care A Lot is a total blast. I found it viciously and perversely entertaining. It's the type of film that once you're done watching it, you'll feel a little bit guilty for having enjoyed it so much. But if you guys are enjoying my work, be sure to help me out by hitting that thumbs up button. If you want more movie and TV and Oscars related content, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you want to follow me on any social media, Twitter, Instagram, or Letterboxd, all those links in that video description down below. The first thing that hits you about I Care A Lot is the script from Blakeson. It is so well written. The opening scene features a narration from Marla herself, talking to the audience about how good people don't exist. And not only is it so sharply written, it's also scarily accurate, because there is not a single good person in this film. Like, all the characters in this film are awful. There's nothing redeemable about anyone in this film. But herein lies the joy of I Care A Lot, because it is a lot of fun watching awful people do awful things, particularly Marla. She's not a character that you root for, but she's a cunning anti-hero you love to watch nonetheless. Rosamund Pyke is so good at being bad. She turns in a delectably evil performance as Marla. She projects this sunny exterior, but on the inside, she is pure evil. She is motivated by greed and power. For her clients like Jennifer, she is a nightmare dressed like the American dream. And that's a thing that's reoccurring throughout the film, is the idea of the American dream, how it's supposed to be so pure and idealistic. But the thing about I Care A Lot is that it has this almost sinister sheen to it. It's a very colorfully vibrant film. It's reflected in the costumes and production design. It's a very cheerful looking film, but it's all there just to mask the cynical message of the film, and you can feel that cynicism in the cold, synthesized score from Mark Canham. I also do want to say that Peter Dinklage is in this film. He plays this crime lord who's an adversary to Marla, and I won't say anything else about his character because spoilers, but he is such a treat. As for negatives, there are a few moments in the film which do feel a little bit far-fetched, like when Marla manages to beat the police to this crime scene. I won't say where, but I'm just like, Okay. I will say there was a little bit of a pacing issue in the middle of the film because the opening and ending of this film is so enthralling that it makes the middle bit feel like it's just slowed down a little bit. I also think the film was about 10 minutes longer than it needed to be. And I also thought that Dianne Wiest and Chris Messina's characters were slightly underutilized. They're both great in this. In fact, they're scene stealers with the small amount of time that they have. But it would have been nice to get a little bit more time with them, particularly Dianne Wiest's character, because her arc, particularly towards the end, just goes through a rapid change and there isn't much screen time allotted from point A to point B. So it would have been nice if she had a little bit more to work with. So it's time to ask those 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? Definitely. And for the exact same reason why I go back to Gone Girl again and again, for Rosamund Pyke's skin-crawling performance. She is so good. Question 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Yes, to everybody. You guys will have such a good time with this film. You'll revel in the joy of Rosamund Pyke's performance. It's a film which both shocks and delights. It's available on Amazon Prime as of February 19th, and if you guys want to watch this film as well as support my channel, all you have to do is follow the link in the video description down below and sign up to a free 30-day trial to Amazon Prime Video. If you like any of the films which I mentioned previously, like Get Out, Sorry to Bother You, or Black Mirror, then you'll probably enjoy I Care a Lot. And question number 3, what score do I give it out of 10? The film is not without its faults, but I still found this film ridiculously entertaining and I cannot wait to own it and add it to my collection. So I'm going to give I Care a Lot a score of 9 out of 10. But as always guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on I Care a Lot? Let me know in that comment section down below. If you like the video, hit like. If you want more movie, TV and Oscars content, don't forget to click subscribe, and if you want to follow me on any social media, Twitter, Instagram, or Letterboxd, all in that video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.